Welcome to this week's episode of What's Up with Women's Soccer. This week I'm going to be talking about the Week 6 results, where each team is on the standings after these results, and where and when you can watch next week. As always, if you want more information, you can check out NWSLsoccer.com or follow my blog at womensoccerweb.wordpress.com. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at What's Up with WOSO. Week 6 of the NWSL season kicked off a day early on Friday between Boston and Portland. Natasha Dowie opened the scoring in the 38th minute, and Rosie White added another in the 48th minute to put Boston up 2-0. In the 67th minute, a handball led to a penalty kick taken by Nadia Nadim. That was her third penalty kick of the season. She's now made 8 of 8 in her NWSL career. She also scored in the 83rd minute to tie the game. Allie Long missed the game with a right hamstring sprain, but that didn't stop Portland from coming back and tying that game. Nadia has been the MVP for Portland by scoring 4 of 5 Portland goals this season. She's the 7th player in NWSL history to reach 25 career regular season goals. With that result, Portland fell to 5th in the standings and Boston dropped down to 7th. These two teams meet again on Saturday in Week 7 at 10 p.m. Eastern, and you can catch that on Go90 or NWSLsoccer.com. Week 6 continued with Sky Blue and Houston facing off on Lifetime. This is their second straight meeting, with Sky Blue winning the first one, 3-1. Sarah Killian got Sky Blue on the board in the 20th minute on a penalty kick that was earned by Sam Kerr. That was her league-leading 5th goal of the season. Andressa scored in the 40th minute to tie the game. Raquel Rodriguez scored in the 85th minute to win 2-1. Sky Blue jumped up to 2nd in the standings, and Houston dropped down to 9th. Sky Blue goes to North Carolina on Wednesday and hosts Orlando next weekend. This is the first Wednesday game of the season. That game will kick off at 7 p.m. Eastern on Go90 or NWSLsoccer.com. And Houston hosts Seattle on Saturday, and that's also a Lifetime game, and that will kick off at 4 p.m. Week 6 continued with Washington Spirit facing off with FC Kansas City. Alexa Newfield got FC Kansas City on the board in the 39th minute. Mallory Pugh was subbed in the 54th minute to make her pro debut. She is the youngest American and the 3rd youngest in NWSL history to debut in the NWSL. Nicole Barnhart had 6 saves to preserve the shutout, and this is her 35th shutout, the most in NWSL history. The Spirit stayed at number 10 on the standings, and FC Kansas City moved up to 6th place. The rematch between these two teams will be Saturday in Kansas City at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You can catch that game on Go90 or NWSLsoccer.com. On Sunday, Seattle Reign and Orlando Pride faced off for their Week 6 matchup. The big story out of that game was Ashlyn Harris getting hurt in the 24th minute after taking a goal kick. Looked like some kind of hip injury. In the 40th minute, Beverly Yanez scored on a rebound to put Seattle Reign up 1-0. In the 52nd minute, Marta raced to a loose ball and scored. Both goalkeepers made saves, but that was all she wrote. The game ended up being 1-1. Seattle dropped down to 4th in the standings, and Orlando jumped up to 8th. Seattle visits Houston for the Lifetime Game of the Week at 4 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. Orlando plays Sky Blue in New Jersey at 7 p.m. Eastern, and that game will be on Go90 or NWSLsoccer.com. North Carolina Courage and Chicago Red Stars finished out Week 6 in the NWSL season. Chicago Red Stars beat North Carolina 3-1, and that's North Carolina's second straight 3-1 loss after starting the season at 4-0-0. Kristen Press scored on a penalty kick after being fouled by goalkeeper Sabrina D'Angelo in the box. That was her second goal of the season. Sofia Huerta scored on a right-footed curling shot in the 37th minute. That was her first goal of the season, and that also should be voted as goal of the week. Vanessa DiBernardo scored in the 45th minute to make it 3-0, and that was also her first of the season. North Carolina coach Paul Riley did some experimenting after being down some players. Jessica McDonald actually was in at right back, and she's normally a forward, but with Abby Urseg being suspended after getting a red card on Orlando, I think he was a little desperate for some players. But in the 55th minute, Lynn Williams scored her second of the season. North Carolina actually stays at number 1, and Chicago moved up to number 3. North Carolina Courage hosts Sky Blue in the first Wednesday game of the season, and then they'll visit Chicago on Saturday at 4 p.m. North Carolina hosts Sky Blue in the first Wednesday game of the season, and that game will be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on Go 90. And then they'll visit Chicago on Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, also on Go 90. For more information about all of these games, visit NWSLsoccer.com, or you can also check out my blog at womensoccerweb.wordpress.com, or follow me on Twitter and Instagram at whatsupwithwoso. Also, a side note, any of these games can be found at NWSLsoccer.com for international fans and also on the NWSL app. Be sure to check back next week when I talk about the Week 7 results, update on the standings, and also preview Week 8. Thanks for listening, and follow me on my social media accounts or follow my blog, womensoccerweb.wordpress.com.